Here shown in one of her videos on TikTok, British Olympic hopeful Courtney Palmer-Jones speaks for all of us when she complains that Facebook's restrictions on guns are a form of censorship. Her interview appears on the BBC website, linked to it below. She is a victim of pointless virtue signalling by social media execs, a growing trend that does nothing to keep society safe from nutters with guns. That, at least, is the conclusion of a survey of Fieldsports Channel viewers. Here's one of them.
Social media's turned into a bit of a nightmare for anybody involved in the wider field of shooting. We've had various pages taken down on Facebook for reloading. As admin on the page, not just myself, there's 3 other admins on the page, we do not allow anything on the page, on the buy and sell page, that shouldn't be on there, that is on a ticket or anything like that. We're sort of very strict. We monitor every post before it's published on there to make sure there isn't anything, and we've still lost 2 pages. I don't know how we get around it. It's just getting absolutely ridiculous.
We asked the Fieldsports Channel audience to tell us about their experiences chatting about their pastimes, guns, shooting and hunting on Facebook and Instagram. As you can imagine, the results are not positive for the Meta management. Just 15% said they had encountered no difficulties. For the rest, they faced punishments ranging from Facebook jail to outright bans.
The regulations that are being put in place aren't being monitored correctly, and they haven't got the ability to do it. So therefore, companies like Viking or gun shops that are legally selling firearms and ammunition are being told their posts are being removed, even though they're a business, and it is perfectly within any legal requirements from Facebook. But as we've often seen from dealers, organisations and manufacturers and distributors, they've had posts taken down. We've then appealed, and we've either had no response or we've had a AI sort of response saying we've upheld it, that's the end of it.
Facebook and Instagram hit more than half of our audience with a community rules violation, and about 1/3 with hate speech or violent content. For 15% of our audience, the removal of content or a page was caused by a post from a third party who either ignored the platform's rules or deliberately chose to post against those rules. For those running businesses online, this is the same as having Facebook and Instagram lock the doors of their premises. They didn't take it lying down. 56% of our viewers hit by a violation appealed against the decision. Of course, half report both loss of revenue and additional time and cost to establish new social media profiles. Facebook and Instagram's service is not quick. It took them an average of 5 days to resolve these issues.
Well, Facebook, Instagram, all of the media outlets that we all knowingly love and use every single day seem to be attacking our industry at the present moment in time. I've had various posts removed and then had to appeal, and then they've been reinstated because it turns out they don't go against Facebook's guidelines. But it does reach the point now where you're worried about what you can post, whether a certain picture of a certain rifle, for example, is going to automatically get your page closed down, which happens a lot. Only a few days ago my page was unpublished for about an hour and a half for drugs, which makes no sense at all. But this is the world we live in, and hopefully it will improve as per Facebook's guidelines. As brick and mortar premises here in the UK selling firearms as we do, we're actually allowed to advertise, so I don't understand.
Of the businesses who answered our survey, 83% encountered content removal and 59% had a temporary ban from Facebook or Instagram. We had a handful of our own guys, our influencers who answered the survey. They all had problems with social media restrictions, with content removal and shadow banning, which means reduced visibility, the two that they suffered from most.
It just basically means that nobody can see your post outside of your followers. So to gain any traction on a post or anything like that, if you're trying to advertise a product or anything, it's not getting out to the wider audience, it's only being seen by your followers.
Most reported loss of followers and decreased engagement as a result. For individuals, there's a greater than average sense of helplessness about the big social media platforms. Only 28% appealed, 72% did not.
Meta don't seem to like shooting sports, and it's a fully legal sport, and it doesn't matter whether it's here, whether it's America or wherever. it's all legal, but we seem to be being treated like criminals.
So what could Facebook and Instagram do to recognise that regulated hunting and shooting sports have nothing to do with backyard bomb making or the criminal use of guns? Our viewers' suggestions range from the practical to the inspired. You can read some of them in the article which accompanies this film. Link below.